Melanite Sports TV in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got my co-host Micah here. Of course, we're going to be talking. All right. So let's just get straight into it. The biggest fight that took place last weekend was Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko. How do you say her name? Shevchenko? Shevchenko?
Shevchenko? Chef,
Shevchenko?
yeah,
Shevchenko? Well, you can't even get up me on that one, bro.
Shevchenko. What? How? I've never heard anybody mess that up,
What did I say? I said Shevchenko, Shevchenko or something. Shevchenko.
bro. I want to know how you get that one Japanese dude's name.
In a way, you're talking about.
Yeah,
Uh,
let me stop. 'Cause I don't even know if you're saying it correctly. I don't even
no,
know.
it's in a way or a Nui. No, it's a Nui. It's a Nui. But no, it's the European ones, bro. I can't. Some of them I can't. Just the vernacular is it takes some time to practice, bro. Um. So you know what I'm saying. Obviously, that was the
Hmm.
biggest fight that went down. That took place over the weekend. Don't tell me who won, but tell me what you thought of the fight first, in your opinion.
It was very competitive. Very competitive. The both of them had their moments in both. Excuse me, in both disciplines on the ground and standing up. They both had their moments. It was extremely competitive. Um, but you said not to say who won, but I think I'm not gonna say who won. I just think that the decision was wrong. That the draw
Oh,
was wrong.
I guess yeah, true. I guess you would say. Yeah. But okay. So tell me this. Oh, I'll tell you what I thought about. I thought it was a good fight. I thought it was a good fight. It was competitive, but not in the competitive I was expecting. I can't say that. Not in the competitive manner that I was hoping for. I'm saying that it was competitive though. Um, let me ask you this. Uh, Let me ask you this. What was I gonna ask you? It was a good question too. Um, hmm,
Oh shit.
damn, how did I just forget? No, don't tell me who you thought won. Well, anyways, yeah, I think they got that decision wrong as well. Personally, we won't go into who we thought won just yet. Um, but let me ask you, were you disappointed? No, well, were you disappointed by any of the either fighting?
No, I wasn't. I was disappointed by the judges. I was disappointed by the judges. I honestly I felt like both fighters did better than they did
What do you
in the
mean by that?
previous fight.
Oh
I
yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like both fighters did better.
Yeah,
So
okay,
I
okay,
can't say,
okay.
I feel like
Yeah, no, you got a
both of
point.
them showed more. I mean, it went longer as well. So
Yeah,
I feel like both of
definitely.
them showed more,
Yeah,
showed more of what they were capable of.
right. I agree there. I agree there. Okay, without telling me who, well, we're gonna explain the people watching. We're gonna tell you who. We're gonna uh, we're gonna explain why we think who won and this and that. In a second here, but it's in your circle or whoever you've talked to, what you see on the internet. Who are they saying won? I know it's pretty split, or is everyone kind of going towards one person? Let me know.
I
I
mean, it
haven't heard
is
too
no. I
much.
mean, it's pretty. I haven't seen too much, but it from what I've seen, it is split.
It's pretty
Um,
split. Okay.
yeah. So I can't say like, oh, the fans are saying that, but everybody is pretty much saying I because the fight was so close. Like it's very split. There are people who are gonna agree with with that it should have been a
Judges.
draw,
Right. Right.
but like the just the way that the scorecards were broken down was
Now,
like
can you tell me what the scorecards were? No. Hold on. Hold on. Let's tell us. Don't tell me why you think they won, but just tell me who you think won.
Well, I think that Shevchenko won.
Okay, I also think that Shevchenko won as well. And I just watched the fight, and I wanted to give it to Grasso. I like her better. I see the potential. I do. Um, but we're gonna get analytically. We're gonna explain why either of us thought that they won. But continue though.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to. I'm pulling up the scorecards right here so I can
Yeah, I
tell
want to
you
know the
exactly what it
scorecards.
was. But one judge gave the fourth round to. Okay, here it is.
Grasso.
Official scorecards. Well, to Grasso, but they gave one judge scored around a 10-8. Okay, here it is.
Uh, see, I
It
got, I got,
was
I have a lot of things to say about that fight. I have a lot of things to say about that fight.
okay. Wait. I gotta actually hold on. I was looking at the wrong scorecard. That's my bad. Um,
You brought up a whole different fight.
no. I mean, I pulled up for this event. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I looked for that. Okay, here it is. Uh, okay, yeah. So Mike Bell, that's what I was thinking of. Mike Bell gave Alexa Grasso the fifth round and a 10-8. And that is what made it a draw.
Draw. Is that like literally the one thing that made it a draw? The one
Yeah.
card?
Yeah. If it was a
What
10-9,
well
Valentina would
well
have won 48-47
right, but what did the other
on
judges
all.
think?
I'm sorry, say it again.
What did the other judge why did how did the other judges score it?
They still scored it for Alexa, but they scored it a 10-9
Oh,
for
I
the
see.
fifth round.
Gotcha. So damn, so how is the judging set up then? Like how is
I
one
mean, it's set up like
right?
boxing. It's a 10-point system.
No, you know that, but I'm saying how much power does the one judge have? Like if they all scored it 10-8 and one judge scored 10 sorry, all scored 10-9 and the one judge scores 10-8, how do they go with his score instead of the rest of their
Well,
scores?
it's added up.
Just add it up?
Yeah, it's all added up.
Oh,
So,
oh,
like, so
okay, because 50 was
yeah,
it
it's all
48?
added up on the one card, and you have to win on you have to win on all three cards for it to be a unanimous
So,
decision.
yeah, of
If
course.
you win on yeah, so that it's set up
If you
like
win on
that.
just two, it's a
On
split decision. If you
So
win,
what happened was Grasso won on one card, Valentina won on one card, and then the one card,
ah,
this 10-8 card, it was a
made
draw.
him. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now, um, I will break down one round, then I'll have you break down the second round. Then I'll break down the third round, and then I'll have you break down the fourth
Mhm.
round, and then I'll break down the fifth. We'll both do the fifth round since that one is the hot topic. Round number one, Shevchenko had a jab, man, a crazy jab. She
Mhm.
was landing some good straights, man, some really really strong straights. Grasso was eating them very well. That definitely surprised me. She's a tough kid, really tough kid. But she was eating them. She had, a little moment, whatever, kind of in between it, and she would kind of land her own stuff, but nothing was significant. Like I said, I wanted Grasso to win. I like her better. I think she has more potential. Well, I won't say more potential, but I think she's up and coming. I think she's, she just needs to chisel up on certain things. You know what I'm saying? And she'll be a
Mhm.
monster. But I was looking ways to give it to her. Honestly, I mean, but I couldn't. I couldn't give it to her. Shevchenko definitely took that first round. She was more active. She was more accurate. Um, and she was landing more combos. I mean, just like all the way around, she was just doing better. So how about the second round for you?
Well, in the second round, hold on one second here. There we go. I mean, in the second round, now the second round is when that was when Alexa dropped Shevchenko,
Or-
if I'm not mistaken. I saw. So I believed that that Alexa was doing very well on the feet, obviously, but there were these grappling exchanges. Like I believe I can't remember if it was the second or third round, but I believe that like she like would get on top of her, like she would get into a dominant position on the ground, but then she would like get reversed and like give it
Right.
up. So I
Right.
think that I mean I still gave it to her because of the damage. You know,
Uh,
you have to remember that in
damage.
MMA, like
Damage.
damage trumps all. So I
Sure.
still gave it to Alexa, um,
Mm,
in the second round. But uh, um, I felt like that was one thing that maybe she could have worked on was not giving up the position, not overcommitting
mhm.
in certain positions. Um, but yeah, but I gave that round to Alexa.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I thought round two was Alexa. I liked the way that that she can hit hard. Clearly, she hits harder than Shevchenko. I mean, even just the jabs seemed like they were doing more damage, and that's the thing that Alexa Grasso had over Shevchenko in this fight. She had more damage. I feel like it looked like she was inflicting more damage onto Shevchenko
It
consistently throughout the fight. Say it again.
It kinda looks to me, like Grasso is actually a bit more heavy set than Shevchenko is. Like, I could
That's
be
what it seems
wrong.
like. That's what
Yeah,
it looks like.
I
I
mean,
mean, her jabs were actually like it looked harder. It looked like it was affecting Shevchenko much more than it was affecting Grasso with on the other end, right? Like her
yeah,
jab was doing like if had she had a better jab in all of these rounds, honestly, well, I won't say that no, because the takedown was definitely bothering Grasso. But had she had a better
mhm,
jab, her performance would have been from a C plus to a A minus, I would say. You know, she would have done a lot better. But third round, back to basics. Shevchenko was out there striking. Shevchenko was out there making her miss. Now again, Grosso would definitely have her moment where she landed a jab, she landed straight, and it would look like it would, it affected Shevchenko, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't consistent. It was ones, it was twos, it was ones, you know what I'm saying? And Shevchenko was out here throwing, combos and landing, right? And you got Grasso following her. I always say this. Now, again, MMA is a little bit different, but when you have someone just stalking you, she wasn't really cutting off the ring effectively. It's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to really kind of judge how it is with for octagon. I've never been in one, so but she was following Shevchenko, and whenever she got into the right position, Shevchenko would strike for the takedown, and most of the times that she would actually get it. So that bothered me about that. But round three, Shevchenko was right back on the feet. Wait, no, sorry, I can't remember. Round three, I think she took her down, and I think she controlled her for a good. I think it's hard. The rounds are kind of
no, I
blending in,
believe
but
you're yeah.
yeah, I think she took her down, and she controlled her for until the end of the fight, maybe like halfway in. So I gave that one to Shevchenko. It was just she had more control. I'm not gonna say that she got her in a bad spot a couple times, Grasso. I think one time Shevchenko actually let go because she was, like, uh, Grasso actually just held on for too long, right? Or she
Mhm.
wasn't able to get the submission. But either way, she had more control. I give that one to Shevchenko. So round four.
Yeah. Well, round 4, the way it started off was with, Valentina. She was like really, countering very well. The jab was the story again. Very good with the jab, controlling the range very well. Um, and there was one moment it got to the point where she did shoot for a takedown and Alexa stuffed it and started landing some knees, but after honestly after like going back and looking, a lot of the knees didn't land. One of them, I think, landed pretty flush to the back of the head, and then one of them she threw 6 of them in total, and then
Yeah,
only really one of them landed in a good spot that was legal. The rest of them, either one of them hit the back of the head, and then the rest of them just kinda grazed. Um, but then that led to, like, a moment, like, kinda like how I was talking about before, where Alexa took her down. She had a really nice slam on Valentina,
right,
but then Valentina, like,
right.
immediately,
She
um,
reversed and
immediately reversed it.
yeah,
And then it just went back to, Valentina basically, controlling the feet. She was landing, like, really good counter strikes and, like,
really good
some
counter
good
strikes.
some good some good stiff, shots,
I
couple
agree.
of heavy
Yeah,
shots in there. Yeah,
yeah,
but I gave it to Valentina. I give that round to Valentina.
yeah, man. That was what was bothering me. It was like, okay, Grasso would have her moments, but then like it would just completely turn like it wasn't for long, and like she just didn't have enough. She didn't control it long enough. All her moments, she didn't control it long enough,
Mhm,
and I think that was what she needs to work on. But round five, I thought round five, Shevchenko was winning until what happened? Did she get knocked? She got taken down, or yeah, she got taken down,
mhm.
right? She got taken down, and that was like a
She
minute and
got
a
yeah,
half.
she got
That was like a
taken
minute,
down, and
yeah, and then
she
controlled like
was
the rest of the fight, the
yeah,
rest of the round.
she was fighting us. Grasso was fighting, not fighting. She was fighting for a submission, basically,
Right. Yeah,
for
she was
the
looking for
entire
it.
time that she had her.
Right, and she didn't get it, but
Yeah, but that still counts, like putting
it's no, no,
people in
definitely.
danger
I
of
agree. I
the
agree.
submission.
And that, but my issue with round five is I can see, okay, in boxing, right? There was a fight. It was Charlo versus Castano, number one. They had two fights. First one was in a draw. And I watched that fight, and I scored it myself, and I came up with a draw as well. There was one round where near the ending, not the last round, but near the end, Charlo almost stopped Castano. And Castano was like literally on the corner on the ropes, not responding at all, like almost about to get stopped. I gave Charlo a 10-8 round for that. Reason being is because he's not responding. He's not. It's almost like you knocked him down. You didn't, but you didn't. He didn't give any fight back. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him that round. So when I see a round at the end, just like Shevchenko versus Grasso, I don't. I'm not saying I gave that a 10-8 round. I wouldn't say that because Shevchenko was doing phenomenal up until that point. So it's like, okay, it's hard for me to say everything she just did in that 3 to 4 minutes is gets erased with a minute and a half left.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
ridiculous. That's like saying she
Right?
didn't land any strikes or do any
Right.
damage. Like, she definitely it was still a
Exactly.
competitive round.
She banked in a lot of points in that round, right? And for you to say that everything has been erased because she almost like it's too like had it been in the first 4 minutes that she almost got stopped. Okay, cool. Right? But
Well,
this was like a minute and a half left and
it
she
could
didn't do anything with it.
I mean,
Go
it
ahead.
could be that he's saying that, a lot of it was erased, or he
Yeah,
could be
that's
saying
what
that,
my
"Oh,
impression
and,
is.
like" I mean, it could be possible. It could also be that he's just, like, I don't know if he just wasn't paying attention, because she did almost get finished. She almost got finished, not from just from the submission, she almost got finished from strikes as well, like,
Yes, that's
earlier.
correct. Yes. Oh, you talking about
So
Shevchenko?
yes, Shevchenko
Yes.
almost in the round, like, almost got
That's
finished
right.
from strikes as well.
No, you're right.
But
You're right. You're right.
yeah, but
That's true.
I still don't think it's difficult to say, man. I still don't
Exactly.
actually, I
Which
don't
is
think
why
it's
I'm
that
saying.
difficult.
Say it again.
I actually don't think it's that difficult. I don't think it's absolutely not a 10-8 round just because he
I
almost got
agree.
finished.
No, no, I agree. I agree. What I'm saying is that I can see why he may have scored it that way. I don't agree. I think it actually was a clear cut, not a 10-8 round.
Mhm.
Personally, me, I wouldn't have scored it that way. But when I go back, I'm like, okay,
I mean,
did he do it because of that? Did he do it because it was like she almost got stopped? That's like in my head, I'm like, okay, maybe he did that, right? That's the reason. right? I
Mhm.
don't think he should have, right? Because again, because I mean, it would be different if Shevchenko wasn't doing that great in the fight or even in the round. Like, but she was controlling. She was landing at will. And I'll tell you this, they made the wrong decision, bro, because I don't think Grasso. I think Shevchenko is a different different level fighter. She is one step higher. I just think Grasso can hit hard. No, she's not bad. She just has to work on certain things. She's not there yet. She's not there yet. She's got some more work to do. She's champion. I dub what's it called? Tyler. Remember Tyler Santos that gave Shevchenko a really hard fight, the Brazilian?
Talia.
Talia, yeah.
Yeah.
I give her the edge against Grasso, man. If unless Grasso really got them heavy ass hands, and it really we can see it doing the damage to like all them girls out there. Then we know
Mhm.
she's got the goods. But as far as skill goes, she got some work to do. And like I said, I wanted her to win, man. Like I really was rooting for her. You know what I mean? Like I like her. I think she's. I never really heard her talk, but she fight
Oh,
cool. Like you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
heard
and
her
she
talk,
she
bro.
good looking as hell. Like
Yeah,
beautiful,
yeah,
beautiful. Bro.
yeah,
Golly,
yeah. I'm telling you.
The Mexicans, man, they got it sometimes, man. They really got it sometimes. But yeah, man, I like her, man. I think she'd be great for the sport. Just a shake up in the division. You know what I'm saying? Um, but she did not win that fight though.
No,
Definitely,
absolutely
definitely did
not.
not. And that was not a draw. That was not a draw. Like I'm
No,
kind of,
it was a split
yeah,
decision. It was a split decision. I can
I
see it being a split
yeah,
decision,
I can see
but I
that.
still
I
think
can
she
see that.
won.
It's like having someone hit a lot
Valentina.
harder hit a lot harder, but then someone getting outboxed at this. Like she was getting outboxed on the feet, straight up. Like I mean, she was swinging for the fences. She was missing. I'm like, bro, what the hell is you doing? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, she really has to tweak. She has to really brush up on a lot of stuff because if she fights, well, I mean, Shevchenko is obviously like the former champion. So I mean, but who do you think?
Reigning champion.
Right, right,
Reigning.
right. What do you mean?
Like reigning, like she like
Former
defended a
reigning
lot.
champion.
Like
Yeah, yeah, former reigning champion, right?
yeah,
You know, who now are they going to run it back for the third time? I
probably. I
hope they do.
mean, they have to because it was a draw.
Mm-hmm. You got to get that tiebreaker.
Yeah.
I
I
get
mean,
that time. I
they
think
have to because, I mean, they have yeah, they mean they have to yeah, basically. Yes,
right
get the
because she's still,
tiebreaker.
she, right, right, right. She's still, yeah. I mean, it was a close
I
fight.
mean, that's why, bro, you saw it even on their expressions. Like Valentina was pissed off and Grasso looked happy for the
Hmm.
draw.
Of course,
She looked
of
like
course,
you saw it on their
relieved.
expressions.
Mm-hmm.
Um well I mean she could also just be happy like she maintained her belt, that she retained the belt, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Because you can't, you have to actually beat the champ. It can't be a draw, and then for you to get the belt, you know.
right.
But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
bro,
mean,
that's that is what it is. I mean, I think they will run it back, but it's just I don't even know. I don't know why. To me, it's just clearly not a 10-8 round, and
yeah,
that's literally what kept her from losing the belt.
right. No,
That's what on Mexican Independence Day. And bro, I like that, for marketing sake and for like, some type of like poetic, you know, um aspect of it. But I mean, bro, like to have this fight on Mexican Independence Day, I think kind of like swayed Mike
it's
Bell.
with the so okay, so you do agree with that. So you
Yeah,
do agree with that.
yeah.
Okay.
I think it
I
definitely
mean,
swayed Mike Bell a little bit.
now is he from Mexico?
No, no.
No. Okay.
That is not a Latino name.
Okay. Okay.
Bell.
Um,
Eh,
I mean, you never know. I don't generally have no clue. I was just asking. Um, but yeah, man. I mean, that's why I always say, man, I watch a lot of these fights without the volume on. Like the video if you're watching. Like the video. Go ahead, just like the video, subscribe. It's a very easy job to do. Not hard at all. Just like the video. Um, saying helps with the algorithm, helps the channel grow, saying helps them share the video. We definitely appreciate it. Um, but that's why I always say, man, I watch the videos, I watch these fights with the sound off because
Yeah, that's
the
what I
the
did.
the crowd the crowd will sway you and you don't even realize it. They will have you going for their favorite fighter. They'll have them even while they're missing. They will start going crazy because you're not hitting back. You know, that's like with the Devin Haney fight. You got to watch that thing with the volume low down. You got Lomachenko literally missing punches, and the crowd is still going wild. So the crowd can really affect you, can really sway your opinion. It's a lot of stuff going on, especially if you're in the actual fight ring, whatever, auditorium. There's a lot of stuff going down at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like you got people screaming, and on the back of you, on the side of you, in the front. At the same time, you're still trying to, you're trying to analyze every single move by, step by step, punch by punch, right? It's a lot of stuff going on for these judges. I
Mhm.
know there was an idea where, a lot of these judges should actually, I can't remember how they were saying it, but like they should be like removed from like the space. They should be like kind of like up top and separated from everyone. That was just an idea for boxing. And I think like I think someone was saying how they should be wearing, um, like head or earmuffs, something like that. That might be OD, but um, you know, it's a human being. Human beings
Mhm.
get affected. They get swayed. They get bribed. You know what I'm saying? They get emotional. You know what I mean? And all this stuff can take place in a decision for a fight. So it's really hard to kind of get it perfect. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think that whenever you're just dealing with humans, you're never going to be able to be fully objective. I mean,
Yeah.
it's difficult. I mean, the only way to get full of objectivity is to get people who don't care. You
Yeah.
don't want that because then it's
Exactly.
probably going to be people. It's just like we say, bro. Like there's trade offs. Like if you want to get people who know what they're doing, you're going to get
They're
people
gonna
who
that
really
care
care.
to a degree, right?
Yeah.
And then if
Um.
you get someone that doesn't care, then they're not even gonna be paying attention. They're not gonna give the correct, decision at the end of the day anyway.
Yeah.
So it's you get someone that does care, man. I'm telling you, man. Look, these
I
sport,
mean,
and I'm not. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I think that they should really have former fighters doing that, doing the judging.
See, that sounds good, right? But what if you get a former fighter that's not all the way good in the head?
I
You know
mean,
what I'm saying?
I think that I think that it's still better. I think that it's because they know what to look for because they've been in there. I mean, and my thing is like, I think that even most fighters at the end of at the end of their careers, their brains are not mush. Maybe they definitely have some level of brain damage, but I
Mhm.
I don't I think that they're competent enough to
Mhm.
they have
Oh, you went
that's
crazy for a
good.
second, bro. You
You
went you went
give it this.
you're freezing up, bro. Yo, yo,
Oh,
yo.
hold on, hold on.
Yeah, yeah, you're freezing
I'm
up. You
just
might
gonna
want
close out these tabs. I'm gonna close out these other tabs.
to.
Yeah, am I
Okay, yeah,
back?
yeah, you're good now.
Yeah, yeah. I closed some tabs that were open. Um, but no, basically it's just like I still feel like they are still um uh
I still have some cognitive, or you're saying they still
they're still they're
have
still
their mind.
competent. They're still competent enough to judge a fight and give a decision and give an outcome that's fair to both fighters. You
Yeah.
know.
I mean, like I said, it sounds great, and I hope one day that can be done. I think if they're gonna do that, they just need to do a cognitive test. Make sure all the bells and whistles are still working. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Make sure
Well,
they don't have any
bro,
CTE.
to me, like if they can have former fighters that do commentary,
Commentary, fair
like
enough.
they
Well, but well, yes,
because you
but
have to, bro, you have to be sharp. You have to be very sharp
you do have to be sharp. You do have
to
to be
be on
sharp.
a
But at
to
the
be on
same
a
time,
commentary team.
no, you're right. You're right. Um, in that sense, yeah, that's true. That's true. I know. I just know that like Paulie Malignaggi, you know who that is, right?
Boxer.
Yeah, boxer. Like I
Um.
remember he was commentating. I think it was one fighter, but basically some of these guys are biased. Some of these
Oh
guys
yeah,
are like
absolutely.
have clear biases, and it's like that's another thing you're gonna run into. What if it's
Mhm.
a former stablemate. What if it's a but I agree. I mean, I
I
think the
mean, so
idea is
like
great.
they should have a
Yeah,
a number
neutral,
of judges that they could switch out
right?
and
Yeah,
put in
have
just in
everyone
case
neutral,
of yeah, just in case of like what's it called?
conflict of interest,
Conflict of interest.
right?
Yeah, I may have a little
Yeah,
bit of brain damage. I've noticed that words are not coming quickly, but but like really, like I used to talk so well. But but yeah, no, I think that that's exactly what they should do. Is that they should have former fighters do it and just have fighters that they could just have judges that they could switch out in case of a conflict of interest, like oh, this person is a former training partner, or you've
one
cornered this
motivator,
person before,
right?
or you saw this person during training camp, so you're going to be more inclined to give them the fight to be you're going to be more
Right,
more
more lenient.
lenient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Mike Bell, I gave it to Grasso because I'm trying to get the cheeks. I mean, simple as that, right? I mean, and Mackenzie Dern is winning every fight, no matter who she fights. Could be Amanda Nunes. She's winning in my book. She's getting 10-8 rounds, all 5 rounds. I mean, come on. I'm kidding, guys. But man, some of these girls in UFC, man, are just so beautiful, man. Like seriously, so good looking. Who would you say is the
Mhm.
best one if you had to guess?
So, uh, the most beautiful MMA fighter is it's hard to say, bro. Like, there's so obviously you know uh, Baby
And
Shark. You know
you're talking about the yes, a Brazilian girl?
why is her name escaping me right now? This is why I'm thinking, bro. Like something is wrong with my brain.
Hmm.
Hold on one second. Baby Shark. Uh, uh, yeah,
Well,
Tabitha Ricci. No,
share your
Tabitha
screen.
Ricci.
Share your screen. Oh yeah, you can
Can
find it.
I could share my screen on here?
Yeah, you just click on present.
Oh, okay, hold on. Hold on.
Yeah, you gonna.
Okay, shit. I didn't even know this.
Oh yeah,
Wait. Oh shoot, that's crazy. Okay, hold on.
yeah. And when you share it, you can just put it in.
Okay, wait. Share this. Okay, wait, y'all can see this?
Oh yeah, you gotta yeah.
Tabitha Ricci. That's Tabitha Ricci. And then there, hold on. I have to
She's bad, but she's not the baddest one though.
hold on. There is a this is Brian Ortega's girlfriend.
Yeah, this is who the one I was thinking you're gonna talk about. Oh, this is the one. Oh yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
this is Who's Brian Ortega? Oh, Brian Ortega. Wait, didn't they break
Yeah.
up?
Nah, I
Didn't
don't
they
think
break
so.
up? No.
No, I
Oh
don't
yeah,
think
she
so.
is bad, bad,
There's them
bad.
together right here.
Gorgeous. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
gorgeous, bro.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Um, uh, look up Alicia Bumgarner.
Nigga, we do not need to look up Alicia, but we're talking
Yeah.
about MMA today.
Do do no, no, no. Go ahead, go ahead. We gotta just fighters in general, bitches. No, it's not. Yeah, yeah. There we go.
Uh,
She gorgeous too.
yeah,
She
yeah,
gorgeous
shit,
too.
yeah. Bro, who is this?
She.
What the hell, bro?
Well, first of all, you spelled her name wrong.
No, I know, I see it. That's Clarissa Shields right there.
No, that is not Clarissa.
That oh wow, they look very similar in this picture.
And that picture.
In
Yeah,
that
she
picture,
is. Go scroll down a little bit more. Yeah, yeah, she's
dang, bro,
gorgeous, man.
she freaking strong.
Yeah, she big, big.
She
They say she's
she's
doping.
she's strong as hell. You said what?
They say that she's doping. They say she
I
failed the test.
I wouldn't, bro. The way she looking right here is
Yeah.
like she
All
would
right.
melt, like she would melt the cup, bro.
Damn, I'm not gonna lie, that's bad. That
she
does look good. Like
she
as far
she
as hmm
no, I know what you mean. Like as far as like
muscular to, definition.
yeah, as far as like passing a drug test. I mean,
Yeah. But no, yeah, she got a beautiful face. Like, damn, okay, stop now, because now I'm seeing like really buff pictures and shit. I'm seeing her fucking flexing like a man and shit. Like, oh fuck.
yeah, I
What's
saw that. I saw that one.
Paige Van Zant was a good looking girl too. You
Oh
remember
yeah,
her?
oh yeah, oh yeah. How could I mean, I was thinking current, but yeah, no. Paige Van Zant. Now she like models, like she does like
Yeah, yeah, she does. Well, I know she was making a lot of money with OnlyFans. She's
yeah,
making
bro.
a
But
lot of money.
who is that?
Show them Paige. Show them Paige.
Who is they all know what Paige Van Zant
Yeah,
is,
everybody know Paige.
bro. But who is that one? She fought that MMA fighter. Yeah, she's and she does bare knuckle too. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's
Look at it.
man.
That's her. I think that's her right there. No, actually, that's from the UFC. Damn, she got cut up right here.
Yeah, bro,
She got
man.
cut up right there. But oh my goodness. Who is that one that she fought an MMA fighter on the low on the
Logan Paul.
no, the Jake Paul and Nate Diaz card.
It's a girl boxer.
Yeah, she's a champion.
Amanda Serrano.
Yeah. Wait,
She
Amanda Serrano.
is it
I
her?
spelled her name wrong.
Is that who you're talking about though?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good looking, but she's a little bit
Bro,
older.
look at that right there, bro. Who is
Oh
that?
my gosh. Oh, I don't know
That's
who the hell that.
crazy.
First of all, no one would know who that is.
Bro, but
She
she's
look
a but like
unrecognizable.
technique wise, who
Sh
this is her like doing some Muay Thai stuff, like some
Yeah,
MMA
she's
stuff.
good, man. She just has a small tank. She has a small tank,
Yeah,
and she gasses out too quickly. But she's really if she the thing is she's older, bro. She's like 35 now. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? She's older now, but yeah,
Who's
I
that?
think
But
huh?
so like Clarissa Shields, Alicia Baumgartner, they're heavier than her, right? They fight, or do they fight at the
No,
same?
no, no. She I think is one higher than Alicia, and
What?
then yeah, right. I think yeah, she's
But
one higher
it
than.
could be just because they're like ripped.
Yeah, I mean, and you can tell she has like a little bit more kind of size, not size, but like a little bit of meat, a little bit more
Five
meat as
five,
far as you know,
122.
122. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. No, no, no. So wait, she's about at 122 then? They said.
Yeah, it says
Yeah,
weight
wait, 122.
122.
No, so then Alicia is bigger. She fights at Alicia fights at 130, I think. 130 or
Okay.
126 or something like that.
Damn.
And then Clarissa, she fights at like 168. Like she's big.
Damn.
Right? She's big. She's big as hell.
She fights at 160. Bro, there's a lot of is there like a lot of women who
That's like
fight
the
at
highest you can
168?
go. That's like the highest you can go.
Bro, that's
There's no heavyweight.
That's
Yeah,
Canelo's size, bro.
yeah, yeah. That's Canelo
That's
size. Yeah, well,
Jesus.
man, yeah, yeah. She's bigger for her. Well, thing is, she's been undisputed for three weight classes, I think. Right. So she kept on going up, and it's like
Mm.
no one can beat her. So she's like she was, she's getting, she just keeps on going higher and higher. You know.
Did she fight Amanda Serrano?
No, no, no. She's too small for Serrano or for
Shields,
Question.
yeah.
Yeah, she's too
But
small.
so wait, so who has Serrano? I've just seen Serrano literally just beat up on girls, bro.
Okay, so Serrano, I think that's what she does, but the her really good fight, but she lost was Katie Taylor. Um,
Right.
yeah, but she let that one go. She had it in the bag. She let that one go, and that was due to her gassing out. Um, but Katie Taylor knows how to survive, and sometimes that's all you need to know how to do. Yeah. Oh, she looked like a full on guy,
Yeah.
full on dude,
Come on now. Don't do
full
this.
on, bro. Look at the
Don't you
shoulder,
want
bro.
subscribers?
Oh my god, bro! Look at the shoulders on the bitch. Like just straight. I don't know. Just broad as hell. Um,
Um, let me see. Yeah, oh,
yeah, but she can fight though. She can survive.
yeah, oh yeah, there's some facing off right there.
It was a
Wait,
good
so
fight,
did
man.
she took all her belts
Yeah.
in this pick? Damn.
Mhm.
That's crazy though. That's crazy to think like so like the so I'm gonna stop sharing. Oh damn. In the Matrix.
All right.
Uh stop screen. There it
Yeah,
is.
no, you're not trying anymore.
Oh, okay. Oh, did you do it?
I could turn it off and on.
This guy. Uh no, but basically what how does it work like that in boxing? Because like you can take someone's all of someone's belts even if that body is not the one that's sanctioning the fight.
You know what? That's a very good point. But yes, yes. Well, because essentially they're all on the. You know what? That's a good point. But they're not on. They're not all on the line. Sorry, sorry. No, I'm sorry. They are all on the line once you step in that ring and you're multiple. Because look, remember now. Once even whether they're not sanctioning that fight, when you get paid, you still have to pay them sanctioning fees. So that right. But that's a good question
Mhm.
though. Good, very good question. But yeah, you still gotta. You can still take any of them because the fight is essentially attached. You're attached to those belts,
Because you
right?
can
So
become undisputed in one fight.
right, yeah, right. Well, Shakur
You know,
Stevenson
like
could have done. Shakur Stevenson could have done that one if he took Devin Haney's offer, but Shakur Stevenson is a punk and didn't want to take 25% when that's the most money he would have made ever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Um,
I
if
just
you know.
feel like
Mm,
you should have to win more to be undisputed. Like you should like obviously getting undisputed is because it's
yeah,
hard to become undisputed.
that's
So
damn
how
near right.
but
Right.
like Terrence Crawford now, who has fought how many dudes to become undisputed, can
Twice.
lose it all in one fight and then one person becomes undisputed in one fight. To me, that makes no
Yeah.
sense.
Right. Right. The thing is okay. Here's where the or here's where the signs will come down to. If you work so good enough to become undisputed, right?
Mhm.
The person beating you has to be at a crazy ass high level to beat someone that took away those belts. Do you know what I'm saying? Because for Terence Crawford
Yeah.
to become undisputed, he had to beat a dude in Errol Spence. And Errol Spence went one by one collecting bodies.
Mhm.
So for anyone that was going to be able to beat Errol Spence, it had to be someone that's going to be that had to be on the on the higher spectrum, right? So and then if someone beats Terence Crawford, imagine who the hell like how highly skilled does that person have to be? Other than or rather than Terence Crawford vacating the belt, them getting all scattered, and everyone having to start off from square one, right? Which happens a lot because most people you become a student, okay, you drop the belts and you go and you move up, or you want to defend, but most times you move up, right? But I look at it as okay, someone collected the belts. It may not have been the next person, it may not have been you, but someone collected the belts. And for you to beat the person that did collect the belts, you have to be crazy good. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But that's a very well. That's well. The sanctioning body question is actually a very good question. But Yeah, yeah, that's just how it goes, man, in boxing, man. You could lose it all, you could gain it all. You could change your whole entire life with one fight, you know? That's why I put Terrence Crawford, man. People didn't really know about him. Like now you see memes on him. Now you see, for what he did to Errol Spence. Like Errol Spence was a bigger star than him. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like people knew about him more so. And now, you got Terrence Crawford doing, interviews everywhere and what I'm saying it's lovely to see, but it shows you how much winning the fight when it really matters can do. You know what I mean? Like when it really, really those big fights, those money fights, those fights where you need to go ahead and display everything you got. They matter a lot. They matter a
Yeah.
lot. You
Yeah.
know, just like who else had a fight like that? Um, who else is there a fight, MMA fight, boxing fight, of like where a fighter proved everyone wrong type of thing, other than Sean Strickland?
You said who never did what?
No, who proved everyone wrong and really showed up and showed out,
Oh.
other than Sean
Mm,
Strickland.
other than Sean Strickland. Damn, I would say I would say Colby.
So
I
what
would
fight?
say Colby Covington in the Usman fight, in the first Usman fight, even though he lost.
Yeah. Wait,
Because
wait. Oh, you're talking about Usman. Okay, I don't know
yeah,
why I
in
was
the
thinking
first
of Jorge.
in the first Usman fight.
Hmm.
Colby Covington, the reason why he even adopted that's not him. Like that's fake. Like the persona that he has,
Hmm.
I still think it's, like really, really corny, but
Yeah. Yeah.
still like the persona that he has is like I mean it's him and then I have another one after. But the persona that he has is just like it's because he almost got cut in the UFC because he was too boring. And then he started doing all that stuff, and then where like previously we looked at him as a fighter who could never really put on a fight that was, very exciting. But, the fight that he had with Usman was obviously, a instant classic, you know.
Now, was that the start of his persona?
No,
That was the
he was
fight?
like that before. He was
Okay.
like that before. Um Another one I would say that surprised people would probably be Oliveira at one point in time.
In which way?
Obviously not recently because but you know how he used to give up in fights and stuff like that, and then
Right.
he turned around.
Just start dominating everyone.
Yeah, and he
Just
turned it
shows
around. Um
Yeah, that's a good one because that's the whole reason why I'm Oliveira fans. Because like I knew of him, but then I think when he fought Dustin Poirier, I was like, holy shit, this guy is crazy serious.
mhm,
And yeah, that's a really good example, man. This guy, and instantly his fight, his urgency, his delivery. I'm like, yeah, this guy really won it. This guy
yeah.
really, and isn't that funny how you said, he used to quit all the time, and then now, obviously this is more so before, obviously the Islam fight, but like he used to fight with like crazy emergency, like where, it was like his last fight. I always say this. He fights like this is his last fight, like he's fighting for his life type of thing. Like
Mhm.
everything is on the line. And that's one reason why I love watching him fight. Speaking of that fight, we're getting the rematch this next month, in a month. A month exactly today. Yep.
What's the 21st?
That's the 21st today.
Damn.
I think it's the 21st on
Yeah.
October. That's gonna be
Yeah.
we're gonna oh man, it's like I want to break it down, but it's like we did it last year and that did not pan out what the hell happened. But like man,
Yeah. I
uh
mean, I think it's gonna be different. I mean, I don't think we were wrong
th-
necessarily. I just think that he did not fight how we believed he was gonna fight.
and how we
He
should
didn't
have fought.
fight discipline. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
So I mean, I don't think we were wrong. I think that it's gonna be a very different outcome this time. I think that I think that what happened in like Islam versus Volkanovski
Hmm.
showed two things.
Right.
Like one that Volkanovski is like easily so like he's so good, bro.
Yeah.
So good. I still think that he won. Like
Yeah. No, I
he's
do as well. I do as
so
well.
good. Greatest featherweight of all time already.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
also it showed that
So
Islam,
he's
excuse me,
vulnerable. But
Yeah, is definitely vulnerable, bro. Has a few chinks in his armor. And
hmm
if you're a decent striker, if you're not decent, if you're good, because I think Islam is a good striker. If you're a
hmm
good striker, bro, and you can, you just gotta match him, bro. Gotta match. You gotta be able to nullify his wrestling, because that
hmm
opens up his
yeah.
striking so much.
Right.
The threat of the of him taking you down is just like you don't really open up, you don't really, come forward too much and engage. You kind of almost letting him hunt you a little bit, because like he can take you down basically at any time.
Right.
So you're afraid to like go forward and step on your strikes and like commit,
Mhm.
because he'll just duck right under your jab and then just take you down. So, you know, uh when you're not worried about that, I think that he's going to be, you know,
He's gonna
uh,
relying on. He's
yeah,
going.
and if you can really, really, get some anti wrestling strikes, like if you can really, if you're good at those, like if you're good at those knees coming up the middle, those uppercuts, um, then I think that he's going to be easier to deal with. I still, obviously, like I said, he's still a good striker. So I don't think that it's going to be as simple as, if
Right.
you have a good knee or you have a good uppercut, that you're going to beat him. But, because he's has multiple ways of taking you down,
Right.
or getting you into the clinch. But Oliveira in the clinch is nasty too.
hmm
His elbows in the clinch, his knees in the clinch. He's
hmm
nasty too. And we all like, we know that he has the power, bro. To
Right. Right. We
Islam
know.
has been knocked out before,
Right.
so we know that he has the power to put him away.
Right.
Um, but like we saw, Islam, you just can't mess around with him, bro.
Yeah.
You
You give
can't
him an
mess around with
opportunity,
him.
bro, he's gonna pounce on it,
He's
and he's gonna
disciplined.
try his best. He's
Very
disciplined. He's very
so
disciplined.
disciplined.
And it's up to Charles to get him undisciplined and get him uncomfortable. That's what Volk did. Volk had him uncomfortable, man. He wasn't used to dealing with someone like that. Long ass arms, can bang, can defend his takedowns, can strike right up there with him. Like he wasn't prepared. I won't say he wasn't taking him seriously, but I don't think anyone. No, I won't say that. But I don't think he expected Volk to be that good, and Volk was on his A game. Volk was on his A. Yeah, I hope someday we get a. Well, I want Charles to win. So, if anything,
That's gonna be crazy too.
Charles
Volkanovski
versus
at lightweight is insane. Like
he can make it easily.
he can he dude, yes, he
He
can
can
make
move
it,
up.
and
He can move up for sure.
he can do it. I think that he should, like, not,
Yeah,
right
I mean,
now.
bro, well, he got one more fighter to fight. Tapia, right? Ilya
Taporia,
Tapia, Taporia,
Topuria.
yeah. We got one more
Yeah,
fighter to fight. That's it. Other than that, he's cleaned
yeah,
out everyone else, right?
yeah. I mean,
He made a fool out of Yair. Yair looked like he shouldn't even been in there with him. You know, ugly. Just like what? How was this guy this good?
yeah. No,
Like
I
you know.
agree.
And the crazy part, you
He's just
saw
on
his
another level.
progression. That's the crazy part. You saw his progression because Max Holloway first fight. A lot of people thought he won. Second fight, a lot of people thought he won. The third fight just
Bro,
blew him out of the water.
City Kickboxing is, which they got Volk, they got Izzy, they got Carlos, what's his Olberg. They got Carlos Olberg, which is another up and coming light heavyweight. Um, um, Kai Car France. They're a freaking good gym, bro. Because obviously, Izzy just lost it, but they had two reigning champions, and then Kai is fighting for the belt as well. So it's like,
He's fighting the what's his name? The guy that
or
just beat
no,
Brandon.
sorry. Kai was fighting for the belt. Kai was he's still in like championship contention. Like he's still in the top five.
Yeah. Right.
So like my thing is like Volkanovski is the best fighter, the best fighter in in the UFC today.
I agree.
In my humblest,
I think
obviously
I
very humble opinion, but
right.
yeah,
I think he is deserves, and yeah, I would say he is number one pound for pound. I think his style translates through all of the weights.
yeah,
I mean, I mean, he's just so dominant.
yeah. In my opinion, bro, like they are just like for John Jones, it's so unfair. It's just so unfair. Like I get that John Jones is good, like he's great, but like for him to come back and then you fight a dude who you were the who you were,
Such a big figure.
more than favored to beat.
Right. Yeah.
Oh shit! Hold on one second.
Yeah.
Yo, but you fight a dude who you were definitely more than favored to beat, like
Tailor
stylistic,
made, almost tailor made. You
dude.
know
Like stylistically, like he does not like he can't really wrestle. He got out wrestled by Francis Ngannou.
who
He got
doesn't
out.
wrestle?
He got out. Well, it's not that he doesn't wrestle, but he's new to wrestle. Like he just added wrestle. He just really added wrestling to his arsenal when he won the belt. Like when he
Mm,
won the belt against Stipe because he had to. Stipe
mhm.
in the first fight, Stipe just took him down literally all 5 rounds and just rode him out.
Just wrote him out, eh?
And it's just like, yeah, and he just had no he didn't have the cardio. He didn't have the cardio, didn't have the technique to, turn it around and be and and beat him
Yeah.
and beat Stipe. So like but he had to. He absolutely had to add wrestling to his game if he wanted to be dominant. I still think him and John Jones would have been very interesting, but
Uh,
I don't but
yeah.
as
I
I was
wish we got
saying,
that fight, man. I really wish we got that fight.
yeah,
I
bro.
really, really, really wish we got that fight, man. We were
But
instead we're getting Fury versus like I don't want to see that. Sorry. I don't want to see that. I'd rather see him versus John Jones. Like,
I mean,
uh,
either way, I just think that for John Jones to come in and then just take the number one spot after one fight is like, I think it's
for me, it's just the drugs and the cheating stuff. Like that just really just like, okay, how good are you? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how good are you? We don't know. We don't
yeah.
really know, you know? And Volk, has he ever, do we know anything about that? Has he ever tested positive for banned
I don't think
substances?
so. No,
Right?
I think Izzy's definitely, he was using. He had that gyno.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he was. But we'll never know. To be honest, we'll never know for sure. But with any of these guys,
Any of them.
like Nate Diaz says, it's like like everybody's on steroids. Like a lot of these,
Everybody's
pretty
cheating.
much all these dudes are cheating. Like, and the thing is, these guys, it's like weapons, bro. Like how like military weapons, like they create every time they create a new bullet, they
Mhm.
create a new body armor that
Right,
freaking can stop it, or they create some new missile. They create some new defense system. They create something to stop it.
right,
It's the same. Excuse me. It's the same thing with like doping, bro. Like every time they create a new way to find something that like they
right,
just like kind of like how with like Delta 8, like
right.
THC, how they just changed like one molecule
Yeah,
so that back now
designer
it's legal.
drugs. Right, designer drugs.
Yeah, yeah, basically. They just, they either do that or they come up with different methods of masking what they're doing
Right,
to that's why like IVs are not legal. Like that's why they can't use IV. Well, I'm just gonna say IVs are illegal. IVs are definitely legal, but you can't use an IV before a fight because it will help you rehydrate 3 times faster, and it could also mask the use of drugs.
mhm,
So I'm not saying that IVs are um illegal for fighters to just use. Period. But they're illegal to use before a fight.
For the fight.
Yeah, like say like you weigh in and then you go and you use an IV, it is going to way hydrate you, like hydrate you way more than your opponent.
Right.
But yeah,
Perfect.
but that's
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
That's the game. That's the game.
Yeah,
We'll never really know for sure.
yeah. Still love
Unfortunately.
it.
Still love it. Still love it. Still will always watch it. Still always keep up. It's the life we chose, you know what I'm saying?
hmm
But we'll wrap it up here. Mel Night Sports, you already know what it is, man. Like and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Let us know what you think. Peace.